Happy Hump Day and happy Dub Day. Welcome into the PHNX Sun Devil Show, brought to you by the DraftKings Sportsbook app.
Just play it the entire show,
America's top-rated sportsbook app. Don't forget to leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe, even leave a 5-star review wherever you get your podcast. I'm Anthony Totri, joined as always by Shane Diefenbach, Shawn DePaz. Gentlemen.
Tell me,
Look, it is time to meet us on Mill because ASU basketball is advancing to the Legends Classic Championship tomorrow after a dub.
You want to know who's nervous right now?
63-59 dub over VCU.
You want to know who's real nervous?
Who?
Juwan motherfucking Howard.
John Harbaugh.
Because you want to know something? Juwan Howard?
Or Jim?
He could punch
Jim
Coach in the
Harbaugh.
face. I'm
John, head coach of the Ravens.
Jacob J,
worried.
fat. Duke Brennan better than Duke, fat. Duh.
Look, guys.
Duh.
Look, we are definitely going to be talking about Duke Brennan,
Austin Nunez better than the city of Austin. And that's a high bar.
Look,
from what I've heard, I've never been.
A lot to get into. Just right off the bat, guys, a comeback that was successful for
welcome.
ASU basketball. And Shane is 1,000% to thank for that. Because what minute mark? It was about the 13-minute mark?
No.
Or was it earlier?
It was like, yeah, about around then. I think it was 12:20.
Can you open it here? Thank you. I didn't want to be alone.
About the 12:20 minute mark, there was an ill-advised three from, I believe, Frankie Collins. And
We got to cheers.
oh yeah.
Oh, no.
And
I
I said, I'm done. I can't do this anymore because it did look really bad in the halfway through the second half. So I went into my office and closed the door.
Yeah.
And then they started going on a run. And as soon as I think it was like even just like a 5-point swing, I was like, I'm staying in here.
Yeah.
And I stayed in there the entire game, watched it from the window in my office, like I was in a prison cell. And it worked.
And you got the job done.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I think a lot is going to be said about the freshmen tonight. A lot is going to be said about that offensive stretch that ASU went on.
But not enough is going to be said about me.
Not enough is going to be said about you.
Said enough about you.
And not enough is going to be said about the defense that this team played down the
Can't say
stretch.
enough about the defense.
VCU, no field goals in the last 9 minutes of
Defense
the game.
you?
They went 1 of their last 11 and 0 for their last 9 to finish the game, guys.
You know how they were guard you? They still are guard you, but not
But
the
different kind
point
of
guard
guard.
position.
Yes.
They just guard
They just
well.
guard you.
Defense!
They just guard you. And the freshmen
How about
offensively.
when Gaffney slapped the floor, bro?
The freshmen
That
offensively, again, made some really phenomenal plays. But again, defensively as well, we saw some really great things. Austin Nunez forced a turnover. Duke Brennan took a charge.
Yeah.
DJ Horn took a charge that probably wasn't a charge and
Yeah,
shouldn't have been a charge, but it's okay.
It's all good. It's all good. Things that I just don't think we were expecting to see from those guys this early on in the season.
I wasn't really even expecting to see them. To Coach Evan B's point, who was high on Duke Brennan? Like, I don't think anyone was. Like, it was cool, right? But I was never like, oh, this guy is about to be the future. And to be fair, there were times tonight where I was like, oh, Duke Brennan, what are you doing there, my guy?
And Austin Nunez.
Defensively. Yeah, Nunez is just kind of Bambi. Like, he seems like he's always falling.
Yeah.
But hey, I'll take it. They balled out tonight, so I'll take it.
And this was all off the fact that Warren Washington fouled out pretty early on.
Oh, are we going to talk about what happened in the first 30 seconds of the second half?
Yeah, I mean, well, you can look at it like when it was happening, it was horrible, right? It was horrendous, and it definitely dug the hole a little bit deeper for ASU. But the fact of the matter is they were able to overcome just foul trouble early from a lot of key guys, right? You had Dez in foul trouble. Warren Washington fouled out.
And then put that on top of an already thin bench, especially at the big man position.
And I mean, obviously not ideal to lose Warren Washington, but if you don't lose Warren Washington, you probably don't get the Duke Brennan minutes they got, and they were good.
Joe in the chat saying fresh Nunez is a poor man's fresh Remy. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But Nunez, obviously the scoring was great. 10 points on the night. He was awesome.
He's my favorite player of all time.
But first of all, just the cojones.
Dude, just the fucking
to come in and hit huge shots as a freshman, but also the composure and keeping it calm and relaxed. You know, there's a little bit of erratic nature from him.
Yeah.
A couple stumbles.
I mean, he quite literally seemed like he was falling all over.
Yeah, and a couple bad turnovers, or maybe just one that I remember so clearly of him tossing it out to the top of the key. But he made up for those, and he was great tonight. And if he can be a consistent part of this rotation, even when Jemiah Neal comes back, because again, that's where we expect the minutes to tick down, it'd be huge.
And I mean, just the confidence that he has in, like, he hit a big shot. He was talking shit at the VCU bench like he wasn't a freshman.
Coach MB, do you write books? Because you just described those two players the most accurate way I've ever seen it. Duke being polished, that's a fact, and Nunez being savvy, that is a fact.
100%. I think
write a book.
It's been super, super nice to watch these guys, even through the first 4 games of this season, already develop a little bit of confidence and already change their game a little bit, because you could see Nunez getting more confident as the game kind of went on. And that, credit to Bobby, right, for keeping those two guys in the game, especially Nunez, right? Because we know this team is deep when it comes to guards. Less, obviously, than big men. It almost felt like Duke had to be out there because of Warren's situation and Enoch. But Nunez, like, he stuck with Nunez deep into this game.
Yeah, no, he did. And there was a point at the end of the game where he got taken out. We were disappointed.
And then what happened?
And then he came back and he balled. We shouldn't have been surprised that Duke is good, right? Like, with Bobby being his head coach. I mean, just like Duke, like, he obviously Bobby does good things with Duke. I'm just saying. Have we not put it together before?
No, I have. That just hit.
I feel like we should have figured that one out way earlier.
Yeah,
this is the first time Duke Brennan's made himself known. I guess
fair.
So.
That's fair. Let's take a look at the numbers from tonight's game again.
Numbies.
The only one that matters is that final score. It is sweet, 63-59. In terms of shooting percentage,
I think I messed up on the 3-point percentage for the
36.2% from the field for ASU, 35.3% from the field for VCU.
ASU was 23.8%. VCU was 26.1%.
Got you. And in terms of free throws, 16 of 21 for ASU and 17 of 18 for VCU. And ASU kind of surprisingly winning the rebounding battle tonight, 37-35.
And we got some dogs as guards. That's rebounding.
The number that jumps out to me most isn't even on there. It's offensive rebounding numbers. Yeah, they out rebounded them offensively 11-8, which seems normal for a team that's bigger. But from what we saw in the last 3 games, it's not the case. So good to see that number take up. And I think one of the most glaring things that they're missing right now is the assist numbers.
Yeah, for sure.
VCU didn't have them either. I mean, ASU won the battle 10-9, but there's just not enough movement off ball, and when there is, it usually translates to a turnover because they get too excited.
Yeah, what Chris said. I need Des to hit a 3. I need anybody to hit a 3. I'm tired of these guys shooting bad shots and missing them consistently. I only want Austin Nunez shooting 3s and Alonzo Gaffney. And honestly, anybody that's not supposed to shoot 3s, I kind of want them to be the ones shooting.
You know what
3s.
I love though? Des started the game 0 for 3 from 3. Didn't take one the rest of the way.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And I wonder if there's another starting point guard on this team who could learn a lesson from that.
Like you bring up Des and you bring up the offensive rebounding numbers. Two moments specifically that I want to get to that took place late in this game that were obviously game-changing moments in my eyes is you've got Des coming in and he gets the and one.
Yeah.
Right? Goes to the line, misses the free throw, but gets the offensive rebound. Now, I know he took the pull-up right after that, but still, to get those types of... Duke did the same thing, right?
But
like getting
Des,
those kinds.
The Des rebound definitely should have been pulled out.
Yeah.
Obviously because of the time, but also just to set your offense up a little bit. I know the offense doesn't look good. Another point on Des, the 0 for 3 thing, he finished 5 of 10 from the field. So when you think of it, he went 5 of 7 down the stretch after the first 3 missed threes. And they weren't awfully terrible threes. Like, they weren't ill-advised and they didn't miss. I mean, he'll find it. Once he sees the ball go through the hoop, he's going to find it. And I think the law of averages is on your side if you're an ASU fan when it comes to Des Cambridge.
Yeah, I mean,
it might not be on your side if you're an ASU fan in terms of Devin Cambridge.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the one thing about him that seems so different from everything else about ASU is like you go to last year and most of the other guards on this team, they're not shooting well. They kind of just keep shooting, and it's why the 3-point percentage is so damn low.
Yeah, DJ Horn brought that down almost himself, going 2 for 9.
How did Frankie do shooting 3s?
He went 0 for 2.
Yeah. At least he didn't shoot more than 2.
Only 3 guys tonight that made 3-pointers. DJ Horn shot 9 threes, only made 2. Devin Cambridge made 1, and Nunez hit 2 of 2.
Shooter. Dude, I'm all the way in on Austin Nunez. Like, all the way in. Start him at point guard. Take Frankie out.
Okay. I don't know about all that. Look, he's all in on Austin Nunez, and everybody here at PHNX is all in on 4 peaks. And, I mean, that too. And those World Cup matches that are going to be kicking off here shortly. You guys can join us at 4 Peaks for Mexico's first World Cup match, Tuesday, November 22nd. Be there at 8 a.m.
Do you know?
The Muffin Man.
Do you know the Muffin Man? For a breakfast buffet, drink specials that Shawn's about to tell you about, and an appearance from rising head coach Juan Guerra.
Guerra.
Buy your tickets in the description. You do got to be 21 or older and enjoy responsibly.
You know the award that you get in the World Cup for the scoring the most goals?
Golden Lager.
Golden Boot. Might as well make it a Golden Lager. Hey, Harry Kane, Kylian Mbappe, whoever. I will personally send you a case of Golden Lager if you win the Golden Boot. Because I was going to do it.
Can we go into a DraftKings read so I can look up the odds for Golden Boot? See if we can get
you can't. We don't actually have a DraftKings read today.
Mm.
So if you want to just tell people about DraftKings, be free to.
Yeah, I mean, the DraftKings Sportsbook app, it's safe, it's secure, it's reliable, and it's the best way to bet on the NBA and the NFL. New customers can bet just $5 on any NBA money line. So if you're taking the Suns right now, they are winning. And if they do win that game, you get $200 in free bets. It's just that easy when you sign up using that promo code PHNX.
Bothers me how well you know that.
I do a PHNX daily bet show every Friday at noon on the PHNX Sports YouTube channel. Make sure to join us for that. I read that 5 times.
Peace, love, and
PRA.
Austin Nunez is the future.
Yeah. Let's see. Player futures. But if you're going to use the DraftKings Sportsbook app, minimum age and eligibility restrictions apply. I see those show notes for more details. The top goal scorer is plus 700. It's Harry Kane. Mbappe is plus 800.
I thought you were about to look up ASU national championship odds.
Plus 1,000. Neymar is plus 1,000. I'm trying to see if I can find a sleeper here. Ooh, Lewandowski plus 2,800.
No, they won't make it out of the group stages.
Damn.
Yeah, that's the problem. You got to think about a team that's going to make it. Well, I don't. Karim Benzema or Kylian Mbappe.
How about
French
this?
guy?
Here's my
Neymar.
Here's my sleeper. Antoine Griezmann. Give me that.
Ooh.
I like
Antoine,
plus 5,000.
Great name.
The French are pretty good at soccer.
This is true. The French are good at soccer, and Austin Nunez and Duke Brennan are good at basketball.
Shooter.
So let's get to bottle service tonight because it's not just Austin Nunez. And it's not just Duke Brennan.
Well, it is just Duke Brennan on the graphic.
On the
because
graphic.
I had trouble making it in Photoshop. My Photoshop wasn't working. So you just get to see Duke Brennan's face from his headshot. But here it is. It's the freshmen. They get bottle service tonight, but they're not 21, so we're giving them apple cider.
Yes.
Warm or cold, whatever they like.
You're getting just mixers.
The freshmen combined shot 5 of 9, 15 points, and they were CLUTCH clutch.
Wait. I think I just put something together. ASU had 15 bench points tonight. That means the only players who came off the bench to score were Duke Brennan and Austin Nunez.
You're correct because Gaffney and Muhammad didn't score.
Wow.
That's crazy.
Put the bench on their back, bro.
Oh my goodness.
The baby bench.
And they're clutch. They're clutch. Just like you have that up there. Like defensively and offensively, these two guys.
When you're a freshman that comes off the bench and you finish a game, you're a good freshman.
Yeah. You're gonna be a good player for a while. I just can't get over Nunez is just. I'm gonna just say it. His balls, like they were
earlier.
No, but I'm saying his nuts were massive. Like he went out here and he was talking shit to the bench. He was talking shit in the face of other players. He was giving them fucking the three. He was just had so much swagger about him. I can't.
The ice in his veins?
Nah, he had it like he had like the low three where he was just kind of like
cocked it.
No, that was just kind of like
just doing curls.
Just a little bit of swagger. He's got so much swagger. I love
that's not a good sign. But what is a good sign is you're missing two pieces.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a good sign when you're down 3 players.
Dez is gonna be on that bench. That's 10 extra points. If you're counting tonight as 10 extra points, you're gonna.
I mean, Enoch would have had points in this game with Warren Washington, presumably with Warren Washington.
He hasn't scored all year. I don't know.
But Jemiah Neal is your spark plug, is your energizer bunny that will come off the bench. I mean, let's break this down right now. I don't mean to take host duties, but I want to talk about this really fast. You think about the rotation that's going to be coming in when fully healthy, assuming that we ever get there.
Yes.
Des Cambridge will probably move to the bench, and I think your starting lineup is going to be what we saw before with
Frankie.
Marcus Bagley in place of Des Cambridge's spot. So Des Cambridge is coming off the bench. The second unit will most likely look like Des, Gaffney, Nunez, Muhammad, and Jemiah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know if you can throw Luther in there at this point. Like, I think Duke or Austin might take minutes from him. Right now, Luther only got 7 minutes tonight.
Yeah, and obviously they don't. Bobby never platoon swaps, so that won't happen. They won't play together like that. But that's your main core. I mean, Duke will probably get some minutes after what we saw tonight. Gaffney might not. Gaffney might slip away a little bit because he just hasn't done anything this year.
Yeah,
I think Luther needs to play more, in my opinion. I know he was 0 for 3 tonight, but defensively he just brings that juice. And then when you're talking about Jemiah Neal and Des Cambridge as your, I would assume whichever combination, it's going to be Nunez, Cambridge, and Jemiah that are 6, 7, and 8 coming off the bench. Yeah. Those are 3 great players that can come off your bench.
Yeah, no, I agree. I really like what this bench could look like. Again, that's assuming whenever you do get Bagley back, whenever you get Jemiah back. Doug Tamaro on the broadcast tonight said Jemiah is trending toward next week. He's dealing with a fracture. So
they don't even know. By the way, not to go back to the DraftKings Sportsbook back, but to go back to the DraftKings Sportsbook back, plus 30,000 ASU national champions. Just saying. Just saying. VCU, better odds, but we won the game.
Yeah, that's true. But to your point, ASU trailed for 32 minutes and change tonight. They they led for 3 minutes and 50 seconds. That is absolutely wild.
They led for the important 3 minutes and 50 seconds.
So not even basketball, but just the heart of this team that they showed tonight. Because if I'm getting upset and throwing a tantrum, not a tantrum, I just said I'm going to go sit alone. But that's kind of a tantrum. But if I'm getting that upset about how they're playing, imagine how they felt, and imagine what their mentality is and able to turn it around that fast. It's a testament to what this team is and how Bobby Hurley coaches. Sure, their offense might look like shit, but they will never stop trying.
Yeah, 100%.
Anyone know why the Pac-12 just tweeted out 120 and that's it? They just tweeted out 120 and
somebody
then
in the
some
Pac
emojis.
playing?
I don't know. I just curious why they tweeted out
I would
120.
imagine somebody in the Pac-12 just dropped 120 points if that's what they're doing. But back to this.
No one else in the Pac-12 is playing tonight. Men's basketball, at least.
I'll investigate.
Yeah.
Okay, you do that. But VCU, to their point, they didn't have their best player tonight, Adrian Baldwin Jr., who is defensively.
Oh my!
Oh, Utah.
Oh my! Shout out to Pac-12. Utah is beating number 16 ranked Oklahoma 124-78.
They beat them. It's over.
Oh yeah, it is over. Shout out the Pac-12.
Scored 41 points in the third quarter.
God.
Oh, the women's team did
The
that?
women's team. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Walking
Pac-12
buckets.
is a wagon.
Walking buckets.
Utah?
Yoo-hoo. They're 25th ranked for the record.
Well, they're about to
women.
skyrocket.
But they're about to, they're about to be.
I want to talk about
Shout out the Pac. Back to
Frankie Collins a little bit because Frankie almost sparked your frustration to your offense.
Frankie didn't spark it. He was the one that caused all of it.
Yeah, he was the frustration.
Yeah.
Okay. But tonight, again, not a phenomenal shooting night.
He turned it around so fast.
Yeah.
15 points.
As soon as you left, he
did lead the team in scoring tonight. 6 boards, 4 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 steals. What'd you think of him tonight?
See, this is why he's so damn frustrating, man, because he's so talented.
Yeah.
And when he messes up, he quite literally gets it back. 3 turnovers, go steal 3 balls.
Yeah.
The only thing that I need more of is the distribution. And I don't care about assist numbers. They're all stats, whatever. I care about moving the ball as the point guard of a Division I basketball team. You have to at least try. And sometimes he just puts his head down. And DJ Horn does this too. Yeah. It's just this offense. But sometimes it looks like he's just a little impatient. And I thought he got a little less impatient near the end and stopped forcing the issue. Those layups are just going to kill me, man.
Yeah.
Put your head down and then you're right next to the rim. That's when you look up. He brings a spark that ASU needs. And he can definitely be a huge contributor to this team. He was massive tonight late. But there are just some issues. He might give you 20 points a game net of assists and points, but he'll also give the other team 20 points. He's so Remy Martin-esque, man.
Yeah, Coach M&B kind of I feel like sometimes he's just kind of playing a little too fast. I made this comment during the game. I do really appreciate the fact that there was a guard who was just going to try and get to the basket and get a bucket because this team lacked that last year.
They've lacked that for 7 years.
It doesn't really help when you are just kind of putting your head down and throwing it at the rim, which he did a couple of times where it didn't even look like he was looking at the basket.
Well, they didn't lack that for 7 years because they had that with Remy Martin, but he did the exact same thing.
So I appreciate that, but there does need to be a certain discernment. Like he needs to slow down and do that when he needs to, not just because.
And it's there.
Yeah.
It is there because we saw a couple great
passes. He's getting to the basket. He clearly has the ability to do that.
But we saw kicks out when he got to the basket.
Exactly.
We saw
he needs a little
one to find Austin
Nunez. He needs to be more patient, like you said. Yeah.
He needs the game to slow down.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Okay. That's totally fair. Look, guys, I know ASU has got the Legends Classic tomorrow, the championship. They're going to be there. While you guys are in Tempe or in the state of Arizona watching that game, okay, I've got some advice for you. Stop at Burrito Express before 3 o'clock, before they close. Get yourself 2 burritos, one to eat on the way back to your house, and the other to eat right when the game tips offs.
I thought you were gonna say afterwards for a little celebratory.
Or 3.
Or get 3 because you need one for the tip off, and then you need one either to
And
celebrate
take a shot
with
of the red salsa.
or drown your sorrows.
Do that.
Or
100%.
green. The green's pretty good.
Look, guys, our friends at Burrito Express have a sweet special going on. Anytime our friend Daniel Ngata scores, you guys can score with $4 burritos the day after. Let's hope Daniel Ngata finds the end zone this weekend against Oregon State. That would be very, very nice. Shawn, no negativity. I saw it on your face.
I'm not being negative. They have a good defense.
They have a good
That's all I
defense.
want to say.
But Daniel Ngata is the best running back in the nation.
Yeah, that's
Just
a
saying.
fact, objectively speaking.
Yeah,
Look at
literally.
the stats. The numbers
He's winning
don't
the
lie.
Doak Walker, the Heisman. He's winning it all. First
He
round
just
pick.
got drafted first overall.
Just now.
Literally just now.
Holy
By
shit.
who? The Argonauts?
He's going to the XFL to warm up for the next year's
Seattle
NFL season.
Dragons?
Gotcha.
Sea Dragons?
No, he's going to play with Eric Dungy in the DC.
He actually
Defenders.
owns the Arizona Cardinals now. Just heard. Yeah, he's a dog. So is Burrito Express. While we're on the topic of food, let's get to drinks. Why don't we? It's time for aftertaste. Shawn, I'm going to start with you, man. What was dumped into your gorge this evening?
Oh, wow. You did come up with something new. I'm going to say it is a fruit punch Capri Sun because it's a little juice box and the kids had the juice today. The freshmen went crazy and I really enjoyed it. And it made me want some juice. And I'm drinking beer instead. They can't drink beer, so I'm drinking juice.
Nice.
You're drinking beer.
I'm drinking beer, but hypothetically,
You want
metaphorically,
juice. We have Capri Suns in the fridge.
we do.
Mine
get a
is
Capri Sun?
Joe says it's a Manhattan because they're in Brooklyn.
I might have to grab a Capri Sun.
That's fair. You do that. We're going to talk about what
I'm
was
gonna grab a Capri Sun.
dumped in our gorge.
Mine is a really bad coffee, like awful coffee.
Oh, no.
Because it goes right through you because they have a game tomorrow.
Yeah.
Goes right. Sorry. Excuse
Oh,
me.
that was
goes right.
such a-
Yeah.
Oh.
Goes right through you. But once you get to the end, you're like, thank God that's finished.
Okay.
But now I have energy, and I'm happy that happened.
Okay. You're happy that happened.
Yeah.
Okay, that's, I like it. I really like
I
it.
didn't like how I got there, but it happened.
Okay.
And it
Look,
was gutsy
It was
because
gutsy.
the coffee's made my guts twirl.
What was your?
His was a bad coffee.
Like a really bad coffee.
Oh, why?
Because I just
He had a good
explained it.
explanation
Go
for it.
listen to the
rewatch it.
show
I'll rewatch
after.
the tape.
Okay.
I got my juice box. That's
The
all that
game
really
will be
matters.
at 7 p.m. tomorrow, Arizona time now.
I'm going to go, give me a nice, refreshing glass of ice water right after you've been on like the treadmill or running for like hours on end, just because it's refreshing because you got the win. It's water. The taste isn't great. It doesn't leave like a real, like any aftertaste at all in your mouth, but you're always here for it. You're always here for a nice cold glass of ice
It tastes
water.
like an ice water the morning after you went out.
Am I wrong?
No, I'm laughing at Joe's
Oh,
comment.
okay. Shane's noise tonight. Oh my. What were you saying?
It sounds like it tastes like ice water, like the morning after you slept with the window open and also got very drunk, so you're hungover and your mouth is super dry.
Got a dry mouth?
and the water just everything prior to the gulp of water, not ideal. But the gulp of water was the greatest thing you've ever.
It just
felt
like
in your life.
resets everything. Kinda.
Yeah, it just in the moment is the single best moment ever, and
And it's time to throw up and do it all again tomorrow.
Yeah. And once you remove yourself from the situation,
Damn.
you're like, damn,
Time to
that was
rally.
only nice because everything else was miserable, and in the context of everything else, I really wouldn't want to be in this situation.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take it.
Speaking of rallying, were you guys able to rally in college? Like hardcore, like wake
Oh.
up super hungover, like almost throwing up, and just force a couple
you
beers
have to
down
do
your
like
throat.
same day
No,
rallies
bro. I was
sometimes.
a total wuss.
Oh
Total
no,
wuss.
you gotta get up early, you get ready, you go to a concert or whatever, and then you go home, you take a quick nap, and then you rally again.
No, I mean
you go to
like
a
the
second
next day, being super hungover and then having like a Saturday day party.
concert. Oh well, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of football games like that.
Yeah.
You gotta get up the next morning for the tailgate. Yeah,
You just tucked in bed like a croissant.
I was a little snail guy.
Snail.
Just was in my shell, just chilling afterwards.
Croissant.
Dude.
Croissant.
You know what goes hard? Chocolate croissants.
I'm not a chocolate guy. You know that.
Yeah, they
but
do go hard.
What about a white chocolate croissant? You don't fuck with white chocolate?
Now you're talking my language.
That might be really good. I've never
That's
had
why I'm
one
gonna
of
start
those.
calling Duke Brennan.
Huh?
White
I know that
chocolate.
nickname.
White chocolate
Well,
croissant?
actually, Mickey
Oh, white
Mitchell,
chocolate.
it was white chocolate.
So
in high
he's the
school.
white chocolate croissant.
Let's
The
ask him.
white chocolate.
If he wants to be called the white
Yeah,
chocolate
ne-
Yeah, let's
croissant.
get him on the show. I'll be like,
Next time I go to a game, I'm gonna ask him if I don't know when we would ever be given Duke Brennan for post game ability. Maybe it happens soon. Who knows?
Maybe tonight.
I mean, at this rate,
Yeah, but I will ask him that. Why has DeAndre Ayton not scored another point? He had 8 points in the first 8 minutes of the game.
Do you know what his
PHNX
higher
Suns
lower?
postgame
Do you know what his higher lower was?
15 and a half, and I took it on
For points?
Underdog Fantasy. Yes, it is.
And he's got 11.
He's got 8.
Okay, so it's trending the right way.
Well, it was trending the right way, and now it's plateaued.
We call that unlucky. It's a good thing there's a whole second half.
Yeah, but they're by 10. I'm getting scared.
Well, don't be scared. Don't be scared with the underdog.
We were
Fantasy
scared
app,
at
guys.
halftime of this ASU game.
It's easy to get started. Go to underdogfantasy.com or download the app. Sign up with promo code PHNX, and Underdog will match your first deposit up to $100. Guys, they're giving you free money. What are you doing? Go do it.
What are you
Sign
doing?
up, promo code PHNX, and then you can also be a little scared boy like Shane. Or you can not be a little scared boy and drink a juice box like Shawn.
I am really enjoying this right now. Juice boxes, one of the greatest things of all time. I'm going to ruin it now. I'm putting juice boxes in the Pac-12 for our power rankings
For next week?
Yeah.
Oh, you're spoiling it?
I'm sorry.
Well, you don't have to spoil it with the exact juice box because there are a lot of different
There's
options.
a lot of
you
different
know?
kinds. And there's a right kind.
There is. It's high C.
Duh.
Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah,
money.
the only way to go.
No, wait.
No, I really.
didn't slap
Why
him.
are we
I
doing
didn't
this? This
slap him. It was
motherfucker's
more
hit
of a-
my head.
It was more of a.
You went like
I
this.
went like this. He smacked you.
Like,
There was a
Smack
little.
you.
You kind of.
The thing you did just didn't hurt. That's not what I did.
I didn't say it hurt, but you
It
went
was
like
like a,
this. There was like a forceful.
I
Alright,
just
let's
placed
try.
my hand. Yeah, there we
yeah,
go.
we could touch my head. Just don't like.
Great audio.
Yeah, they're just touching my head right now, guys.
Let your imagination run wild.
I mean, or not.
Oh, Chris. Don't know about that.
Yeah, let's not.
Three things.
Yeah, I
Death
wouldn't
taxes
go
and ASU
that
money line.
far.
I would.
The first two, yeah.
Oh,
the
here
third
you
one,
go.
maybe.
Three things guaranteed in life: death, taxes, and SGA higher than his point total on Underdog Fantasy.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Death taxes and Marcus Smart lower rebounds.
Death taxes and a great lyric of the game following an ASU dub.
Yeah, we can pull up the placeholder graphic. We didn't make one because I don't really know how to spell this, but
Yeah.
it's time for the lyric of the game. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Today's lyric of the game comes from Shawn.
Disturbed. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh, yeah.
I just
Get
can't
up,
make that noise.
Get down with the sickness.
I just can't make that noise. Otherwise, I would join you guys. It's like
Getting down with the sickness and hit pointers.
that's what it sounds like coming out of my mouth.
I feel like that is the definition of being an ASU fan. You got to get down with the sickness.
Yeah,
It is
well,
a sickness.
there was a guy down with the sickness.
Well,
So-
you know.
Wait. He
He
didn't die.
He's
Yeah.
just sick though, praying to the gods. You know, gotta hold him out. Little tummy ache. You know?
Are we just gonna
Death, taxes, and shooter.
shooter?
Thank you, LTC.
Oh man, Coach Evan B in the chat was looking forward to a 4-guard lineup of Frankie, DJ, Nunez, Jemiah at the 4.
And then Warren Washington just holding it down. On
You know,
the
that sounds like
Positionless
a
basketball.
lot of dribbling.
Yeah,
And I
and a
don't
lot
like
of
that.
just chucked up
It
threes.
sounds like
Yeah.
a chess match. You just got
I don't know
four
if any
pawns
of-
in front.
I don't know if any of those four have ever used scissors in their life because they don't know how to cut.
That's fair.
They don't.
I'm in a predicament.
And or knife.
What's your
What
predicament?
do I?
Was the juice box
I
empty?
reached out for liquid, and I was just like,
What if you combine the two?
Joe,
Wait,
that's how I feel.
We're
Joe.
making something happen here, Sean.
Oh.
For audio
I
listeners,
don't know.
is
There's no-
combining
hold on.
golden lager and a Capri Sun. Let's see what this tastes like.
Golden Capri Sun. Oh, that sounds nasty.
I am not joking.
Oh,
You
that's probably
that
gross.
shit tasted amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not even joking. That was really
Have
good.
you
actually.
seen the trend on Twitter of people combining some type of
Espo
can't-
just made a.
It was one of the
How do
weird
you
ones.
describe
you know
what's happening?
you guys would be bad at shooting on the curtain of distraction.
Where you get
Shooting free-
distracted.
Yes.
Where? That's what Espo did.
Literally.
I don't
Have
know.
you
what
guys
that-
seen the
It's a
trend?
very jolly walk. They're all doing it now. Everybody's walking all weird now.
They're going to get Cold Stone.
it's a jolly
and
stroll.
I guarantee you they're not going to ask us if we want any.
Have you guys seen the trend on Twitter of people putting like this malt, I don't know, it's like whiskey or something in a Corona and it tastes
Yes.
like Dr. Pepper?
Yes.
You need to try that.
Ooh.
Oh, the Four Peaks beer. I agree with Joe in the chat. He says Collins could either go for 35 or 5 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Both on 24 shots.
Well, while we're talking about
Wow.
tomorrow, let's get into it. We've got the Legends Classic final tomorrow. ASU versus number 20 Michigan. Obviously, all eyes on Frankie Collins, who transferred
so scared.
away from Michigan. What are the expectations for ASU tomorrow? Are there expectations?
No, that's what I was going to say. They're going to lose that game. I feel pretty confident in it, but that's why I feel good. I know he feels otherwise, but I mean, they should lose this game,
But they-
which is nice.
But they
'cause
win
there's-
games that they should lose.
Well, that's
all the
that's kind of what I'm
time.
getting at. Like, there is no pressure. I just hope that Frankie can stay composed because I'm worried that Frankie does kind of try and go Superman against his old
But if
team.
he goes Superman and it works,
and
they drop,
well,
he drops
yeah, like Shane
35.
said, either one will be on 24 points. Or 24 shots.
yeah.
If he can hit 35 on 24, I'll take that. If it's 5 on 24, then we gonna lose that game every time.
Gonzaga might not be a wagon. They're
Thought we
down
knew
by
that.
16.
Frauds.
They're Texas.
Get out of the WAC or the WCC or wherever you are.
So the expectation tomorrow for Shawn is ASU loses for Shane.
by like 20 points, to be honest.
First, I think they definitely are competitive.
Okay.
Well, I'd say 20 points, but also ASU doesn't ever really lose by that much. Yeah. Their defense is so good.
Coach Evan B says it, playing with house money. Like,
yeah,
this is a play you would have played tomorrow regardless. It's just now you're playing somebody that can actually
do something for
vault
your
you up
future.
in the rankings. We do need Bill Frieder at this game. Bill Frieder, great guy.
Can you imagine, right? So, and Shawn, you brought this up while we were watching the game. Like, ASU offensively looks really, really bad, especially starting games. There are stretches down in the game where they just look awful, like not in sync, and it doesn't look like good college basketball out there. But to that point, they find ways to stay within a game, within 5 points, 8 points. And then at the very end, they're able to, I guess, learn how to play basketball all of a sudden or just do it. And for 5-10 minutes, it looks really good.
Yeah.
So can you imagine what this team could do, A, when they're healthy, but B, if they started a game hot?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of what you saw. I'm trying to remember exactly how it went, but like the UCLA game last year, right? Like, you don't win that game if you have a significant portion of that time where you're just not playing good basketball, right? So that's the thing about this ASU team. And it's the same thing last year. It's the same thing with the football team. It's ASU athletics. They always have talent. It's just if they can do it from the first whistle to the last whistle, they're a very hard team to beat. It's just you can never be assured that they're going to do it from whistle to whistle. So we'll see. But yeah, I mean, if they play the best basketball they can play from start to finish, ASU can beat anybody in the country, I think. But that's a huge if.
That is a huge if. What do you think, Shane?
Keep the big wash, Joe. Stay out of foul trouble the whole game.
Yeah, we cannot let Warren Washington.
Michigan's got some bigs, dude.
They forced ASU too. I think maybe if anything, this is a learning experience for the bigs and for Bobby Hurley to be like, wow, that's how you use them.
Maybe Enoch feels better tomorrow.
But the reason I love it, right? Like the expectation, win, lose tomorrow, whatever. A, you guys get extra ASU basketball. B,
well, we got an extra anyway.
Well, it's either you get a Pitt team that just lost by 31, or you get a Michigan team.
And it's a lose-lose there.
Yeah.
Or you get a number 20 Michigan team that, like, look, these are the teams you're going to see in the tournament if you make the tournament. Yeah. Right?
So, like, a lose-lose for Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you beat ASU, you should have done it.
Yeah.
Yep. And if you don't, uh-oh.
And if you beat ASU and it's close, it's like, why was it so close to an ASU team? Yeah, it's a tough situation for them. Couldn't be us.
So outside of Frankie Collins, because again, I think there is going to be a lot of pressure on him, are you saying Warren Washington is the guy that needs to have a big night tomorrow, or is there somebody else you're looking at?
I'll say that because when you watch that Michigan game, they had that big guy who, if Warren Washington's not playing well, I feel like could just bully this team. And,
specifically Duke Brennan?
Yeah, which I'm worried about the foul trouble that the bigs could get in.
Yeah.
I mean, but it could be anybody.
I think you run the court, you pick up 75 feet, and you pray to God that you shoot better than you have been all year.
Yeah, you got to shoot better.
And so I'm looking at DJ Horn tomorrow, and I'm looking at Desmond Cambridge. Those are my two X factors.
Okay, I think those are fair. I really like the DJ Horn one just because outside of game 2 where he kind of went crazy, we haven't really seen him do a whole lot offensively.
I mean, I feel like DJ's always the X factor. If he plays good basketball, if he scores 20 points.
Yeah, but tonight he didn't.
You remember what happened to Oregon? They fucking ran them out of the gym both times, or the second time at home.
Yeah.
When DJ went crazy. And then
look at the Pac-12 tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it. You know how that game went.
No, but you're right. DJ Horn is the linchpin to this team in terms of getting something going offensively. Like when he's hitting his shots, it is so difficult.
I also just think this team looks really good when they run and when they get stops. So they've been getting stops consistently, but it seems like they always just miss the fast break pass, just miss the outlet pass, or just too slow, or just miss the layup, or just miss the three. So many just misses. That was not a just miss. That was it was a bad pass.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, like,
but yes, I agree.
If you can do stuff like that, like you need plays, like go make some plays, get moments that get the three of us up out of our seats screaming like we were at times tonight.
Those final 10 minutes, man. Those final 10 minutes were crazy.
Lindsay was worried that the building was going to collapse because it was shaking.
Yeah, let's calm down.
Let's calm down.
We don't enjoy your vanilla ice cream that you're about to get from Cold Stone.
Damn, that's probably the most offensive thing you can tell somebody.
To go get their vanilla ice cream.
Telling somebody that they're boring.
They didn't even ask us.
No, they didn't.
I love Cold Stone. What
do you expect?
Well, I'm not I couldn't get Cold Stone because I'm lactose intolerant. But I don't know if they didn't ask us because they know I'm lactose intolerant.
I guarantee none of them know you're lactose intolerant except for Emma.
And that would also be
I bet you Shawn knows.
No.
Oh, one of them's lactose intolerant. None of them get ice cream.
Hey, that might be
What
how
are we
it
doing
works.
here?
That might be how it works. I don't know.
Damn. Somebody responded to somebody tweeting about the time of the game, and they said, "Sorry, I'm gonna be watching Hell's Kitchen." Damn.
Should we make the
Cool,
thumbnail
guy.
title
Did
winner
you
lost
guys watch-
tomorrow, Hell's Kitchen?
No. Did you guys watch Hell's Kitchen?
Yes, great
Dude,
show.
One of the best shows on television.
You ever watch Cutthroat Kitchen?
Uh-uh.
Oh, terrific show.
Do they get
I
to
think it's
wield
on Hulu.
knives against each other?
Did they
Well-
eat? Did they drink cider cold?
Maybe, I don't know, but they go in and they have like they do challenges and they got to run into this little grocery store thing and get all their ingredients and then make stuff afterwards. And I don't know. It's
Can we talk about how weird game shows or not game shows? Well, is that considered a game show?
No.
What is it
It's a
considered?
cooking challenge.
Okay,
It's a
well,
cooking
like
show.
cooking shows, whatever. Like how all of these different shows, reality shows, cooking shows, whatever, they always involve challenges,
Yeah.
right? But like in your day-to-day life, you never go through like
That's right.
random
But-
challenges.
but-
in your day-to-day life, you never run into a basket that you
Well,
got to shoot.
hold on.
Like-
On your day-to-day life,
Sometimes.
on your day-to-day life, you're not a cook. These people are going to want to be professional cooks most of the time, and so they do end up with challenges, which is just work in life.
Yeah.
So-
I mean, you don't get random challenges where they're like, "Oh, you're going to make a pizza, but you got to make a
Yeah,
pizza with 13 anchovies exactly. One
Yeah.
too many, you lose."
And you have 5 minutes, go.
Again, there are food critics out there,
Yeah.
so like that. LTC saying Jalen Graham 2 points and 104 shooting tonight. Trust me, we know.
Yeah, we were talking
watched.
about it.
Arkansas, maybe not as big of a
Wiggity,
wagon as I
ooh.
thought they're going to be, but they're good. They pushed the spread. It was 15. They won by 15 exactly.
I bet
They're
on them
about
to win
21
the
minutes
national
ago.
championship this year. Do it next year.
Duke Brennan looking like he's playing better than Jalen Graham. Just saying.
JJ's not even really playing, but yeah,
Hey, I'll take him. I'll absolutely take him.
I would take Jalen Graham back too.
Do you think Jalen Graham regrets his decision yet?
No, he's watching the show. JG, we miss you, but have fun in Arkansas.
What about
Yeah,
Jay
I
Heath?
mean,
Do
he's
you
about
think
to
Jay Heath regrets his decision?
Well, he's
Well,
not playing basketball,
so probably.
right? So probably, and also he's at a sorry ass program in Georgetown. It is 9:32 and Georgetown still sucks. Oh, excuse me, it's 9:23 and Georgetown still sucks.
They'll
but
still
they'll
suck
still
at
suck
9,
at 9:32 as well.
Yeah, 100%. Look, guys, part of what I'm so excited about for the ASU basketball game tomorrow is that I get to do it in my comfiest shirt, which is all thanks to Bad Birdie. I hope you guys are rocking your Bad Birdie shirts too tomorrow.
Have we ever had a moment where all three of us are walking by birdies? Do we
No.
know the power that might yield?
We're gonna,
let's
we'll
try
find out tomorrow.
you know what's
Yeah.
going to suck? They're going to get blown out by 30, and we're never going to be able to wear them again for games.
We'll be able to
we'll
wear
never
them,
be able
just
to
not
wear them
all at
all at the
once.
same time during a game.
Yeah, that
Do
might.
it
That
maybe
you're
on
right.
a
You're right.
golf
That might be a
course or-
crazy power that we don't know
I
of
think
yet.
we-
Dude,
I think
ASU's
tomorrow's
going to
the
score
time to wheel it.
130 points.
Let's try
yeah,
it.
I mean, it's like you said, it's a lose-lose or a win-win. If they don't, it is what it is.
Oh, Joe makes up a good point. We could use the weirdly slow.
Dude, his hook last year was automatic.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous.
This was a,
Yeah, I
this was a
forgot about
possession
that.
for him. Here's the shot clock's at 15. He'd go. Sorry for audio listeners.
he is slowly rotating.
go,
He
turn.
has his elbows out. He is slowly rotating. He stops. He looks
Elbows
up.
up,
He looks around.
side to
and then
side.
he passes.
And then
Elbows
the shot
up,
clock runs
side
out.
to
And then he
side.
gets a hook off and he makes it.
Yeah. Sounds about
Elbows
right.
up.
Side to side. Elbows
that a-
up, side to, wait.
Miley Cyrus thing? What? Are you talking- I was thinking of the boom boom clap. That's kind of what I was hearing. What
You've never heard that?
I didn't really hear what you were saying. Obviously, 'cause
Elbows up, side to side. Elbows up, side to side. I can't
No.
believe. Yeah, right, you got to look that up. Back to Bad Birdie. Look, guys, use promo code PHNX Sports for 15% off your order at badbirdiegolf.com. I always forget that it's golf, like attire.
It's so comfy.
Yeah, it's just like a comfy shirt. Guys,
cute guy attire as well.
any final thoughts on today or going into the Legends Classic Championship tomorrow? Obviously, we'll be live following that game as well.
Austin Nunez is going to have his number in the rafters of DFA if DFA is still standing when he graduates.
Okay. Did they tear down DFA in this scenario, or did it just fall?
No, it got burned down after they beat U of A in the national
Did
championship.
Shawn start the fire?
No,
Did Shawn start it?
ASU lost in the national championship, and I committed arson. And I did the Sun Devil fan
At least they
base.
got to the national
Hey,
championship.
oh, thanks for our ice cream, guys. Thanks for our ice cream. Didn't get us any ice cream.
Get out of here.
Nobody
Get out of
even
here.
I don't watch your ice
We're
cream.
wrapping up out of here.
Nobody even
I
asked
don't watch
for ice
out of
cream.
here.
Didn't even ask us if we wanted ice cream.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Absolutely crazy.
That's crazy.
my
I bought
fi-
you a little Debbie snack today. You didn't give me ice cream. Crazy.
Damn, he knows,
Yeah,
dude.
that's right. He knows he messed
Once
up.
again, just
I busted him yesterday for giving it to
Lindsay got me a little. I got
Hey,
you a little Debbie snack.
Hey,
Did you-
Lindsay,
Lindsay,
what
this
ice
is
cream
great
flavor did you get?
audio. My-
What ice cream flavor did you get? Huh?
Okay.
Lindsay's
we're
watching.
all listening,
too
and
long.
Lindsay's not in the like. The
What ice
audio
cream flavor did you
listeners
get?
are.
Cake batter.
Wow, that's
Pretty
weird.
close to
That's a
vanilla.
weird fucking flavor.
No,
to
it's
get.
not. Cake batter's great.
Nah, it tastes
I
like
like cake batter.
I love ice cream.
Okay.
I like ice cream too.
My final thoughts
Can we have an ice cream
are
social?
play hard, but don't play out of your abilities. Don't try to do too much.
Frankie?
Frankie Collins. But also, we have to remember Frankie Collins, though you attach the Michigan to his name and you expect higher from him, only played like 10 minutes a game last year.
I think something that
only scored 1 point a game last
year.
year.
Still
Super young, and it's early. And I have to remind myself that.
Though. Just saying.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Look, guys, if you enjoyed the content, give us a follow at PHNX_Sun Devils. You can follow me at Anthony_Totri. You can follow Shane at Shane Deef, and you can follow Shawn DePause at Shawn_DePause.
Juiced up as always.
Juiced up as always. Look, hopefully we'll be doing the post-game show from Studio A with that badass more furniture that they got in there. Look, guys, before we leave.
I don't think we will, though.
Yeah. Coyotes.
Hey, before we leave, want to tell you guys about more furniture. Go check them out. They got the comfiest stuff in the game. What, John?
That was just a point that I wanted to make, that I think Bobby would beat Juwan Howard in a fist fight.
Okay.
Just saying.
Well, we don't. Okay. I don't know how that relates to more furniture.
Because Juwan, I'm just.
Okay.
Go
Go get yourself some comfy living room furniture at morefurniture.com. Plus, you guys are going to receive a $100 gift card for every $1,000 you spend. Okay. Ad read over. We'll see you tomorrow night. For now, though, peace.